Rise, we see a woman center stage, about 25 feet from the ground, with a long white dress draping over the apron of the stage. She hangs in mid-air, chin to her chest. She has a ghost-like appearance and lingers, alone. We see Alair in silhouette inside Mother's dress. As she pulls on the chain of a hanging light bulb, she is crouched over a book. As Alair reads, Mother remains motionless.
Will you walk into my parlor? Said the spider to the fly. 'Tis the prettiest little parlor that ever you did spy. The way into my parlor is up a winding stair, and I have many pretty things to show when you are there.
Oh, no, no.
Said the little fly. To ask me is in vain, for who goes up your winding stair can ne'er come down again.
Alair turns the page, and the silhouette of the hanging light bulb begins to grow legs, turning into a spider, and starts a slow descent.
I'm sure you must be weary with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed? Said the spider to the fly. Here are pretty curtains drawn round, and sheets are fine and thin. And if you like to rest a while, I'll snugly tuck you in.
Oh, no, no.
Said the little fly, for I've often heard it said, they never, never wake again who sleep upon your bed.
Alair, Alair.
Alair snaps the book closed, and the spider's shadow retreats up the woman's dress like an elastic band, turning back into a light bulb. Alair reaches the chain to turn the light off and pretends to sleep. Suddenly, almost violently, Mother gets sucked back into the darkness, and the dress shelter over Alair disappears, revealing her sleeping on the floor with a stuffed teddy bear and blanket. Mother appears, her white dress now shortened into a tea-length day dress. She is shouting for Alair, hustling down an iron-wrought staircase in the dim light. She is carrying Alair's red backpack and a flashlight. Mother also carries her red suitcase. She shines the flashlight on the sleeping Alair.
Alair, Alair, wake up.
Alair pretends to snore.
No, I'm serious. Get up. Put your stuff in this bag. It's time.
A loud echoing boom is heard. A light flashes like lightning. Alair sits up. Mother hands her the flashlight.
You need to wait to turn it on when I tell you to.
A loud creaking, like a ship in a storm. It sounds like the theater is breaking.
Hurry, Alair!
Alair scurries to gather her things and catch up to Mother, who leads her towards the stairs.
Follow me, close.
Bits of dirt and dust fall from the ceiling during each bump, creak, and boom heard, followed by bright flashes of light. Mother stops and kneels down next to Alair.
Whatever you do, don't let go of my hand. Hold it tight. Promise?
Promise.
They begin to climb the stairs, Mother first. We hear storm winds, glass breaking, doors slamming, a primal scream. Alair drops her stuffed teddy bear a few stairs down. She backtracks to retrieve it. Mother reaches the top of the staircase.
Alair, now!
Alair turns on her flashlight. The lights on the stage go black. Only the flashlight remains. Mother has disappeared.
Mother?
Alair searches the stage with the flashlight.
Mother?
The rage has subsided. It is quiet, peaceful.
Mother!
Alair scrambles to the top of the stairs where Mother was. The stairs begin to glow as she climbs. Once she reaches the top, she can go no further.
Mother? Come back! Mother, come back!
Alair kicks and screams at the top of the stairs. Ensemble enters, walking in a straight line, each holding a giant black umbrella, like a swarm of black jellyfish, umbrella tops with legs. They wear black pencil skirts and heels.
Over here!
Alair runs down the stairs towards the stage. Ensemble create a circle formation in the middle of the stage. Alair shines her flashlight on them. It is still dark on the stage, dust and debris all around. The ensemble begin to stretch their legs out to produce an abstract interpretation of a spider.
What a shame.
A travesty.
So young. If only she had said something to someone.
They could have helped.
Alair stops. Mother appears downstage left. She is dragging behind her a large oak chest with ornate golden trim.
Oh, no, 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 no.
She stumbles all around the stage, trying to stay balanced, trying to keep a hold of the chest.
Such a pretty thing.
So witty.
So wise.
Eyes as bright as diamonds.
Mother makes her way towards the ensemble. They reach out their hands to embrace her. She lets go of the chest and move towards their eager and welcoming grasp. Alair leaves everything on the steps to run towards Mother.
Wait, Mother, wait for me! Wait!
Mother is close enough now to the ensemble. They grab and toss her into the center of the circle.
Hold on, please, wait!
Ensemble envelop her. Alair bursts onto the stage towards them, but all that remains is a spotlight on the oak chest. Alair goes to it. She runs her hand over it. One sharp, loud rumble, followed by a bright slice of light. Blackout. At rise, we see pops of light like a broken light bulb. Alair is draped over the oak chest left by Mother. She doesn't move. Dreamer appears downstage right on a bicycle with a basket on the front and a bouquet of flowers in it. She sees Alair and skids to a stop. Dreamer appears childlike, but has the body representation of a fully developed woman. She has an obnoxiously bright colored wardrobe with a rainbow backpack and sneakers. She dismounts the bike and puts down the kickstand. Dreamer examines Alair, circling her. Eventually, she pokes Alair.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Alair doesn't move.
Oh God, they sent a dead one?
Dreamer kicks Alair, hard. Alair falls off the chest and immediately awakens.
What the hell?
It's alive!
Get away from me!
I come in peace.
Where am I?
You're funny. What's your name?
I asked first.
I have lots of names. Would you like to hear them all?
First, tell me where I am.
You know, you've got an awful lot of demands for someone who doesn't know where they are.
Are you going to kill me?
I don't think I know how to do that. I've never tried to kill anyone. Do you want me to?
No,
You'd be surprised the sort of request I get.
I don't want you to kill me. I just want to know where I am.
Well, you're here, aren't you?
What's this place called?
Home.
This doesn't look like home. This doesn't feel like home.
If you spend some time here, I think you might think differently.
I want to go back to my home.
Okay, well, safe travels.
Dreamer walks towards her bike.
Wait,
You're quite demanding.
please.
Why should I?
I lost my things.
Well, I'm an excellent finder. If you need help, hide and seek is my specialty.
I had a book. It's red and a teddy bear. Things. Have you seen them?
Dreamer pulls off her backpack. She pulls out Alair's stuffed teddy bear from her bag.
You mean this?
Alair walks towards Dreamer, who quickly retreats the bear.
Hold up. How do I know this belongs to you?
Does it belong to you?
No, it does not.
Okay, then there's your answer.
Well, it didn't have an owner when I found it, so that makes it mine now.
It has my name on it.
Dreamer examines the bear. She finds nothing.
On the bottom of the foot, my initials. It's embroidered.
Dreamer flips the bear upside down and examines it.
AR.
Alair Royce.
Or it could mean Amanda Reynolds,
Who's that?
the owner of this bear, maybe.
It's mine. It has a cough syrup stain on the left shoulder and the right eye button is loose within the left. It's mine. I've had it since I was a baby.
Dreamer examines the bear, and it does, in fact, have all of the physical qualities Alair mentioned. Dreamer holds out the bear. Alair snatches it quickly and puts it in her backpack. She takes a step back, keeping her eyes locked on Dreamer.
What about the book? Is that in there too?
I'm a collector. I'm not a thief.
I wasn't accusing.
Perhaps you can find it on your own. I am suddenly very busy.
No, wait, please. A woman. Have you seen a woman?
You're a woman.
I guess, yes, I am a woman. Have you seen another woman that looks like me?
Not a one, but you.
She was just here.
Perhaps a ghost?
Oh, I don't believe in ghosts. If I saw someone, it was a real person, not a ghost.
You don't believe in ghosts?
Ghosts aren't real.
Then Where do we go when we die?
Really?
Dreamer stares at her, genuinely curious.
Well, I suppose lots of people believe different things.
What do you believe in?
I don't know.
The stage goes black. A loud thud and a sharp, bright light flashes. We hear a door creak open, followed by a slice of light.
Quick, hide!
Footsteps, a beat. The door slowly creaks shut, a blackout. Dreamer turns on a flashlight. Alair is sitting, hugging her knees.
It's gone.
Dreamer walks over to Alair.
You okay?
Don't come any closer.
The light should come back on.
Lights return back to full.
You're okay.
Don't tell me I'm okay. I am not okay.
It's gone.
It.
I don't know. Just started happening. Well, since I guess you arrived.
That have been from me.
I could ask you the same thing.
I have to get out of here. I have to. You're very rude, laughing at me.
No, it's just, you see my bike?
Yes,
It's a very nice bike, don't you think?
sure, I guess.
I have ridden that bike into eternity and back.
Okay.
Not once have I ever reached a destination.
I'm not sure I'm following.
There is no beginning. There is no end. I just ride.
Listen, I don't care about your bike. I just really need you to point me in the direction of out.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you, silly. Technically, there is no... What was that?
We hear the click-clack of high heels from offstage.
I really should get going.
Dreamer runs to her bike. She pulls up the kickstand and mounts it.
Gotta go. Bye.
Wait, you can't just leave me here? I still have questions.
Yes, you do. And apparently, I don't have the answers you seem to be looking for.
Listen, I'm sorry.
You can't keep saying hurtful things, apologizing, and then expecting me to stick around.
You're right. I think I'm just. Please. I'm scared.
Dreamer begins to ride the bike in circles around Alair.
Let me give you some parting advice. You should probably hide.
What?
This one's not as nice as I am.
Dreamer zooms past Alair and exits.
Please wait. At least point me in the direction of.
Reality enters, wearing a dark gray pencil skirt, suit jacket, and heels. Her hair is pulled back tight into a severe bun. She holds a briefcase, smoking a cigarette. She walks past Alair. She stops, almost about to exit, but turns suddenly back to Alair. She stares at her for a beat. Reality flicks her cigarette at her face.
Ouch.
Who are you?
That hurt.
So what?
You can't just go around flicking cigarettes at people.
Oh, so you're a person?
Of course I am.
You must be the reason for all that banging and clanging.
No, I'm just as confused as you are.
I'm not confused.
I don't know why I'm here. I don't even know what here is.
Home.
Why is everyone saying that?
Say la vie.
Excuse me?
That's what people say.
That doesn't exactly.
That's what people say. They write it onto plaques and they hang it over a fireplace.
Okay.
Then we agree.
Can you. How do I get out of here?
Reality walks away.
Wait, can someone please just answer me?
Reality exits. Dreamer rides her bike back on stage. She circles around Alair.
Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm at the circus.
That wasn't so bad.
Who was that?
She goes by many names. Do you want to hear them all?
No, I don't. What is that? Why do you keep saying that? Don't you know who you are?
Why, of course I do. Where to next?
Why did you come back?
Well, the way I see it, I did some thinking, and maybe this is crazy, but if all this started because you showed up, maybe you can fix it. Maybe I can help fix it.
You came back to be a hero.
I came back for the participation trophy.
Well, thank you.
Don't thank me yet. I still don't know what I'm doing. But I trust you to lead the way, fearless leader.
Well, she went that way. Maybe that's a good place to start.
Oh, no. We want to stay as far away from her as possible. I do know that.
She looked like she knew where she was going.
How about me? You think I'm just wandering around?
Well, actually, yeah.
Okay, before we start... Wait, was that there the whole time?
Dreamer stares at the oak chest. She looks like she's just seen a ghost.
Yes. My mother, she left it behind, but I couldn't open it.
Dreamer runs to it. She smooths her hand gently along the gold details of the chest, as if reliving a memory. She tries to open it. She beats it with her fists, kicks it, screams. Alair watches the outburst in horror. Dreamer finally, breathless, gives up. She lays down on top of the chest, looking at the ceiling as she catches her breath.
Are you okay?
We have to get this open.
Maybe there is a key somewhere?
Reality enters. She walks quickly, the same path as before. She smokes. This time, she stops in front of the oak chest. She looks down at Dreamer.
Idiot.
Hey!
Oh, you're still here. Of course.
If you want me gone so bad, maybe you could help.
Looks like you've acquired all the help you need.
Have you ever seen this oak chest before?
Of course I have.
The ensemble enters. They have large black hats and veils over their faces. They march in procession towards the oak chest. Dreamer hugs the oak chest.
No, 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 no!
Hey, what's going on? Hey!
Alair rushes towards the ensemble, who ignore her.
Hey, I've seen you before. You took my mother. Stop! No, listen to me!
Ah, yes. Well, say goodbye to your little friend.
What are you gonna do to her? No, wait, stop it.
I just need a little more time, please. I can open it.
Gotta get out the way, sweetheart, unless you want them to take you with it.
Just stop for a minute. Hold on.
Ensemble freeze. Female Gregorian chant music begins.
This is my favorite part. Hold on, let me get a drink.
Reality pulls out a flask from inside her suit jacket. Alair rushes over to Dreamer.
I don't know what's happening, but you have to get up. Please.
I can't.
Of course you can. You have 2 legs. Just get up.
I don't know why. I can't let them take it. I can't.
Just try. Try to get up.
Oh, better hurry. They're coming and they look strong.
Will
You're
you
scared?
shut up?
I'd say I'm deeply offended, but I'm not.
Reality takes a swig from her flask. She pulls out a cigarette and lights it. The ensemble march forward.
Listen, please. I don't know what your attachment is to this chest, but I feel like something really bad is about to happen, and I need you to get up. I need you.
You need me?
I do. Please, you're the only one that's listened to me.
The stage begins to creak and crumble.
Hold on to your tits, ladies.
The flowers! In the basket. What about the flowers?
Oh, the flowers, not the flowers.
What are they for? I bet they were for someone.
They are. They are for someone.
Well, you have to get them where they're going, right?
The flowers?
The ensemble is close. A loud bell begins to clang like a church bell.
And I want to help you get them there.
I'll never.
You will. I'm going with you.
I already told you. There is no beginning. There is no end. It's just...
Please, I want to help you.
You want to help me?
Yes.
But I need it. There's something priceless inside. I can't just let them take it.
The ensemble approaches the oak chest. They flank the front of the chest and pick it up from handles on either side, like a coffin. Dreamer slips off and onto the floor with a defeated thud.
Oh, no, no, no! Please!
Dreamer cries out. The ensemble lift the chest and exit. The music fades. The bell stops. Reality begins a slow clap.
An Oscar-worthy performance, if I do say.
Will you just go away?
I missed the opportunity for an encore? Never.
Well, maybe I'll make you go away.
A threat or a promise?
Both.
That's fine. I'm happy to leave you two to your pity party.
She picks up her briefcase and goes to leave.
Oh, one thing though. You're going to want to get sad Sally here on her feet, or you'll miss the last train out of here.
Train?
We hear a loud, thunderous rush of a train on a track, the howling warning of a train horn. The stage goes black except for the lights coming through train windows and flashes. Blackout. Lights up on love, fear, and inspiration, and 3 to 4 ensemble members, all wearing bright yellow raincoats zipped all the way up so only their noses and eyes are peeking out. They have on white go-go boots up to their knees and wear bright pink and blue polka dot shower caps. Each one carries a plastic briefcase of a different hue, except Inspiration, who holds an oversized plastic banana.
Late today.
Maybe a kink in the track?
Or maybe it was the dog again.
Oh,
the
the dog.
Spilled milk?
Perhaps.
Some of us have appointments to keep.
Oh, do you now?
Alair enters, pushing Dreamer's bicycle. Dreamer, wearing a yellow sweatshirt with a large hood, saunters behind.
Oh, look, hey, over there. Do you know them?
Dreamer grumbles and puts her hood up. She stops walking.
I can't help you if you don't help me. Can you at least nod your head?
Dreamer grumbles. She curls up on the ground in the fetal position.
It looks like they're waiting for the train out of here.
Alair puts the kickstand on the bike down and begins to run across the stage.
Excuse me. Hi.
As she approaches them, they turn their backs to her. She does a full circle around them, but they turn their backs to her every time. Finally, exhausted with the chase, Alair gives up.
Fine. Never. It's not even raining. How about that? Raincoats. There's not even a sky. I bet it doesn't even rain here.
Right as she says this, we hear rain, and it begins to pour in a small space just over Alair.
What is this place?
Thunder and lightning. We hear the sound of a train whistle. We see the lights of a train pass by. We hear it rumbling on the track, but only see it as a shadow of motion. One by one, love, inspiration, fear, and ensemble peel off, opening their arms like airplanes. They make vroom noises, circling Alair in her rain bubble, and then split off to various parts of the stage. They exit. Alair is dripping wet. Reality enters, downstage left, following the same path she always does. This time, she is holding a big gray umbrella, still smoking a cigarette. She stops in front of Alair.
Looks like you missed a train, kiddo.
Will you just shut up?
Your manners, really.
Alair breaks down and cries.
I'm never going home, am I? I'm never going to find her.
Reality pulls out a cigarette. She holds the umbrella over Alair and offers her a cigarette. Alair takes it dejectedly. Reality lights the cigarette and the rain stops instantly.
You're first? Guess so.
Gross.
Then why'd you take it?
I don't know. In the movies, I guess I've seen people smoke when they're upset or sad about something.
Right after sex.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know this was PG-13. Excuse me.
Who are you?
That's a complex question.
I can handle it. Trust me.
You really don't recognize me.
No.
Reality
Now?
takes her hair down.
Now?
You dress like someone who runs a business?
Reality puts out her cigarette, digging her heel into the ground. She then pulls off her shoe.
Undressing isn't going to make it easier for me to figure it out.
Dreamer sits up, still sluggish.
She's yours.
What?
Reality shows Alair her foot.
AR.
Alair Royce.
My name?
Didn't even ask if I wanted a permanent tattoo. If you did, I would have told you put it on my ass, not my foot.
Just like the bear. AR.
Okay. Hold on. I know I said I could handle it.
But you can't.
It's a little strange.
I didn't even put all the pieces together until I overheard you talking to Sad Sally about that teddy bear.
Your name is actually Sad Sally?
We don't have names. Well, maybe at one point we did, but I don't remember.
Alair takes a final puff of her cigarette. She coughs and tosses it on the ground. She tightens her backpack straps, takes a deep breath, and swiftly breaks into a run off stage.
We've got a runner.
Blackout. At Rise, we see a black and white home movie playing on the scrim. It shows a small girl running through the woods in slow motion. We see the little girl only from behind, her long brown hair bouncing in the wind. The video plays on repeat, forwards and backwards. In front of the scrim, we see the silhouette of Reality and Dreamer. Alair runs onto the stage. As she does this, the home video fades. Out of breath, Alair puts her hands on her knees.
Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows.
Screw you.
Alair runs past them, exiting. Lights on stage fade to black, while the home movie returns. We see Alair's silhouette figure running behind the scrim. Lights back up on stage, as time has passed. Reality and Dreamer are in new positions each time Alair returns. They wait patiently.
Oh, come on.
Alair runs past them. Lights fade to black. Lights up to reveal Alair, who has burst onto the stage. She falls on all fours onto the ground.
Fuck!
The language on this girl, really.
If you just listen to me.
Don't listen to her. She has the emotional maturity and wisdom of a third grader.
Hey!
Have you figured it out yet? Or would you like to do another lap?
Alair screams with frustration.
Time doesn't pass here. So however long it takes, I'll be here for the next, I don't know, eternity?
Alair?
Dreamer cautiously approaches Alair. When she gets close enough, Alair pounces on her and takes her down to the ground like a tiger.
Oh, shit.
Tell me where she is. Tell me!
Dreamer screams as Alair jumps on top of her. Reality runs towards them.
I don't know who you're talking about! Stop it!
Reality reaches them, looking for a way to intervene. Dreamer and Alair are now rolling across the stage in a full tussle. Reality pulls out her flask and pours it all over the girls. They both scream and break apart, rubbing their eyes.
Oh, it burns!
Alair wipes her face, looking at them with raging anger.
That's 100 proof right there, wasted on you idiots.
I want you both to listen to me very carefully. I don't know what kind of game you're playing. I'm not buying it. You want me to believe you are my childhood dolls come to life? No way. I'm not falling for it. I'm going to find my mother and wake up from this nightmare, and you better not get in my way or I will end you.
This really is quite exciting. This is the most entertainment I've witnessed here, possibly ever.
Suddenly, the stage goes black and we hear a low rumbling. Slowly, the scrim begins to glow. We see a black and white portrait of Mother's face, close and head-on. Her expression is calm but grim. At first very faint, it grows brighter. We hear the voice of Mother.
I'm sure you must be weary with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed? Said the spider to the fly. There are pretty curtains drawn around. The sheets are fine and thin, and if you like to rest a while, I'll snugly tuck you in.
Mother?
As Mother continues, black holes like burn marks begin to rupture on her face. From one of the holes appears the shadow of the spider. It makes its way around her face, crawling in and out of the holes as she continues.
Oh, no, no, said the little fly. Kind sir, that cannot be. I've heard what's in your pantry, and I do not wish to see.
Her voice begins to warp and distort. The tone changes as the portrait starts to become one big, black, indiscernible wreck.
Sweet creature, said the spider, you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings, how brilliant are your eyes.
Alair runs to the portrait just as the image begins to fade.
Wait, come back. Mother, come back.
Silence. The spider is sent back up the scrim, leaving behind the mess in its wake. Alair falls to the floor in front of the scrim.
Wait for me. Why didn't you wait? You left me. You left me behind.
Dreamer approaches her cautiously. She sits beside her, looking up at the portrait.
I could help, you know.
Go away.
I could.
Can't you see we're busy?
I know a way to get to the top of the stairs.
You do not.
Is that where she is?
We're pretty sure. Yes, but nobody has ever made it to the top of the stairs.
Why?
I guess we never tried.
How do I know that's where she is? Why should I trust you?
Dreamer pulls up the sleeve of her sweatshirt to show Alair her tattoo.
Because we're yours.
You just have silly tattoos. That doesn't mean anything.
We're pieces of your past, your memories.
Out there, it would be impossible, but in here, you have to believe us.
She really doesn't recognize us.
The scrim shows a video rewinding to a young girl playing with dolls in her bedroom. It plays out in slow motion and then rewinds to the beginning while they speak, over and over again.
Like I said, we have many names, many voices, many outfits, but we're all driven by you.
Alair runs up to the scrim. She puts her hand up in front of it, touching the video memory. Reality and Dreamer wait in silence. Alair eventually turns to them.
You're really my toys.
Hey now, that's not a nice word to say here.
Dolls. My dolls I used to play with as a child.
I guess that's a more unrefined word for it.
Alair begins to cry.
Am I dead?
You're truly precious.
Are you going to run away again?
I'd hope that last trial and error would deter her from a repeat attempt.
Alair pulls out the teddy bear from her backpack. She holds it in front of her and stares it down intensely.
What is she doing?
I'm not sure.
I want it wake up.
Uh-oh.
The bear?
Why won't the bear come to life? If you're alive, why not the bear?
Because it's a stuffed animal.
And you're a doll.
Whoa there, we prefer figurine.
I'm not sure you can just will something to come to life.
It was with me the last time I saw my mother on the stairs. It might be able to tell me where she went, where it saw her last.
Reality and Dreamer look at each other. Alair does not break eye contact with the bear.
Maybe you should put the bear down and get some rest.
Why? Time doesn't pass here. What's the point? I won't rest until I find her.
Maybe the bear won't come to life because we're looking at it.
Maybe it's shy.
That's a crock of shit.
After a few beats of intense eye contact, Alair brings the bear close to her face and screams a blood-curdling scream. At the same time, as if triggered by the sound, a burst of pink and red butterflies explode onto the stage, mixed with white and pink confetti and bubbles. The stage becomes enveloped under a cherry tree in spring. The flower garlands hang from the ceiling and dangle all around the stage. Ensemble members in blush and pink scatter about the stage like koi fish, a grand entrance. Love descends from the ceiling on a white swing. She's the epitome of a Southern debutante from the 1800s. Large white-brimmed hat, hoop skirt, wearing all white with dashes of powder pink. She's humming a lullaby. The swing turns and twists as she makes her way gently to the stage. When she lands, she takes off her white silk gloves and saunters towards them.
Ah, yes, exactly where I left you.
What a pleasant surprise.
I sense sarcasm. Always the grouchy one you are.
Love taps Reality on the nose.
You booped me?
Excuse me, do you know how to get to the top of the stairs?
You don't want to go there.
Oh, please. That's the last place I saw my mother.
Love turns to Alair, as if seeing her for the first time. She walks to her and cups her face in her hands.
Oh, my darling girl.
Love gently kisses her forehead. Alair is instantly hypnotized by her.
Your mother is here.
She touches her own heart.
Your mother is here.
She touches Alair's heart. Alair waits a beat, then grabs Love's hand and holds it out in front of her, examining her palm.
AR.
That's right.
I recognize you.
Oh, that makes us feel fantastic. She doesn't remember us.
Well, for what it's worth, we're not wearing a ball gown and don't come with sparkly accessories.
I thought I'd lost you.
Never, darling girl. I've always been with you. I've been there for everything. Your first memories of your mother holding you in her arms, the warm glow of the light left on at night to fend off the bad dreams, your favorite blanket.
All right, Kumbaya, let's get to the point here.
There is no point.
You smell like her. You're wearing her perfume.
Alair abruptly hugs her tightly. Love rocks back and forth with her.
This is how I remember you most. Just like this. Tell me your favorite memory.
Oh, well, I have lots of memories. Would you like me to share them with you?
Tell me your favorite ones. I want to picture it. I want to remember.
A warm spotlight appears around Love and Alair. Alair holds her tightly, not letting go throughout. The cherry blossom branches blow gently in the wind and begin to twinkle as the stage lights dim.
California. Making molasses cookies, kissing you on the cheek before leaving for work, giving you piggyback rides on the beach and running into the waves, listening to your laugh when they'd splash up and spray your face, running along the shore over and over just to hear you happy, sticky salt water, sand in our toes, the freckles on your cheek that sprinkled over your nose, brushing the tangles from your hair after a long day of playing outside, the faint shimmer of your sun-kissed strands, just like mine. Writing you secret notes and leaving them around the house for you to find, taking tiny little pictures for my memories during the moments I most want to remember forever, spinning under the sun, twirling in the rain, running through the mud, snuggling on the couch and reading your favorite book, reading it over and over again until the page is frayed, watching you read for the first time, seeing the electricity in your eyes when you saw your first shooting star, making wishes with you, making wishes for you, falling more and more in love with you every day, singing you to sleep, playing music for you.
Outside of That by Bessie Smith begins to play. We see the silhouette of Mother behind opaque white paper. She wears a 50s dress with a tea-length skirt and pumps. She sways her hips to the music. Lights down on the stage so only the silhouette of Mother appears. She dances by herself until we see the spider's shadow creep down the scrim. When it falls to the floor, we see a member of the ensemble as the shadow of a man where the spider once was. Mother slowly extends her hands out to the shadow. They begin to dance. After a while, the dance begins to get violent. The spins jerking, the embraces suffocating. The shadow figure tosses Mother through the paper and onto the stage. The figure disappears. Mother rolls center stage, lifeless. The music stops abruptly. Lights back up on Alair, still hugging and swaying with Love. Reality and Dreamer stand, horrified. Mother struggles to stand on her feet. Alair notices her and breaks her embrace with Love. She runs to her.
Mother! Mother!
Wait, Alair?
Let her go.
It's not real. She's not real.
She thinks it's real. Isn't that enough? Give her that.
Mother stumbles to stand. Alair struggles to help her up.
You're just prolonging the inevitable.
Okay, you go and tell her then.
Reality doesn't move.
That's what I thought.
We're getting out of here. We're getting our things. We're going to pack up and take the next train at 6 o'clock, like we promised, like we planned. We have to go quickly. One bag, one-way ticket. Come on, take my hand.
Alair notices the tattoo on Mother's wrist.
They are. You're not my mother.
She's not real. There, I told her.
Mother stands, staring out, catatonic.
What is she then?
Alair, sweetie.
What the fuck is this place? Who the fuck are you?
Mother doesn't answer. Love goes to console her. Outside of That by Bessie Smith begins again from the top of the song. Mother begins to dance again from the top. From the hole in the opaque paper, the rest of the ensemble, dressed in their black shrouds and veils, begins to crawl out from the hole. We hear the sound of a train whistle, the sound of the track. Ensemble walks towards Mother. One by one, the ensemble joins the dance. Abruptly, Mother screams, as if she has just seen something horrific. The ensemble immediately coils, twisted like an insect. Then, suddenly, they are upon her. Blackout. Lights rise on a 2D cutout that outlines a house. It looks like a child made it out of paper. As the lights rise, we see the shadow of the bare trees on the house. The light gives the appearance of moonlight. Fear enters. She is heavily veiled in white from her head to her toes, with a thick black flower crown. We cannot see her face. Her palms and arms up to her elbows are covered with dripping wax from candles. The wicks of the candles flicker in the palms of her hands. We hear the faint sound of a train whistle. We see the train shadow pass along the house. Fear walks into the house. The trees disappear, and in its place we see a home movie in black and white of Alair as a child and mother. Glitchy, static-filled memories, the ones Love was describing. We hear Dreamer off stage shouting for Alair. She enters, frantic, out of breath on her bicycle. She posts the bike and hops off, walking towards the house.
Have you seen a girl?
Fear doesn't answer. She stands center stage, facing forward, frozen.
Excuse me, but have you seen anyone?
No one. But you.
Well, that's not very helpful.
Flowers.
Yes, these are flowers for someone.
The girl.
No. Well, no, they're not for the person I'm looking for. But she was helping me to get them there. Do you mind if I sit here for a minute? I'm really out of breath.
Fear gestures her hand towards an armchair in the house. Dreamer goes to sit.
The girl?
Well, you're not much of a conversationalist, are you?
The girl.
Fear gestures to the walls of the house that are still playing the home movies. Dreamer turns around and notices the wall for the first time.
It is.
Dreamer watches the movies, mesmerized. Love enters. She's out of breath, flustered. She is holding Alair's backpack and fanning herself with an oversized fan.
What are you doing? We're supposed to be looking for her, not taking naps.
I found her, sort of.
Where did they go?
I don't know. Look.
Love notices the home videos. They all watch the videos until suddenly.
Something's wrong.
The video suddenly stops. The house is stark and white again.
Hey, turn that back on.
She doesn't control it.
Yes, she does. She started playing it when I came in here.
It's the house.
The girl.
Someone is going to need to help me here.
This is Alair's house.
Well, that's hilarious. No, of course it isn't. Where's the cornflower blue bed sheets? The brown shoes by the door with the broken laces? The flower pots? The dog?
It's a memory. Her memory of the house.
No, the house was not like this. This isn't the house. This is some cold, dreary nightmare. This isn't the house.
It's the house.
Tell her it isn't the house.
Fear doesn't speak. She stares forward.
Is she broken?
Can you please get up?
Can someone please tell me what's going on first?
You're going to want to move.
Are you talking to her or me?
Most certainly you.
Dreamer stands up and moves out of the way. Love throws her fan at the house. Suddenly, the house folds backwards, first in half, then completely flat onto the floor, collapsing in pieces. Fear remains frozen, the candles flickering in her hands. We see Mother in a soundproof cube made of glass, with a bright white light coming from the floor and ceiling. There is an iron wrought staircase inside. Mother is carrying her red suitcase. She is screaming for Alair, but we cannot hear her.
Mother!
Wait!
As Dreamer runs towards the cube, Fear raises her arms. Dreamer gets thrown backwards as if blasted by a cannon. Love runs to Dreamer.
What? What just...
She's protecting it.
From what?
The girl.
Protecting her from her own mother?
Love helps Dreamer back to her feet. As they stand, the house folds back up into its upright position. Fear begins to pace back and forth.
Yes.
I don't understand. Why does everyone know everything except me? Did I miss a meeting?
She's protecting them both by keeping the girl from her mother.
But this is just a memory. It's not real.
It's not real to us, but it's very real.
What's really going on here? Do you know where Alair went? Did you all come up with some kind of plan and not include me?
Well, I had a plan, an idea. I told the bossy one about it. She seemed responsible. Usually nobody ever listens to me, though. Well, maybe this time they did. Maybe it was a good plan. Maybe the plans changed.
Oh my God, you told her? Why didn't you tell me the plan? I can handle these things, you know. I'm small, but I'm smart. Now we're all split up. If you had shared the plan, then maybe we'd all be together, working on the same plan. Instead, we're all working in different directions.
We're going to find her. I just need you to calm down, darling. I'm sure they're fine.
Where did they go?
I don't know exactly. I thought they were coming here.
Dreamer begins to walk away, down stage right towards her bicycle.
Wait for me!
I think you've done enough.
Please, I just want to help.
Why should I trust you?
Love pulls off her glove and shows Dreamer her hand with the tattoo.
Okay, that was a cheap shot.
We're all here for the same reason.
Love puts the glove back on.
All right, fine. But you have to keep up and listen to what I say. I'm the boss.
Okay. I'm not good at being the boss anyway.
Do you have a change of clothes by any chance? I'm not sure evening wear is the most appropriate attire for where we're going.
Evening wear? But this is my day dress.
Forget it. Try and keep up.
Dreamer and Love exit stage right. Fear paces the wall of the house until blackout. At Rise, Alair enters. Slowly, wads of crumpled up paper drop one by one onto the floor from the ceiling. Reality is close on her heels, hunched over, lighting a cigarette and trying to keep up. One of the papers hits Alair on the head.
Ow.
Alair glares at Reality.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, so now the sky is falling.
Probably. Crazier things have happened since you arrived.
Will you all stop saying that?
What?
Like, just because I'm here, things have gone haywire?
I mean, that's exactly what happened. You want me to lie? I'm not a liar. Have you met me? I tell the truth. I give you the truth even when you're not looking for it. I'm a truth savant.
What are we doing? Why did you bring me here? What's the point of all this?
Are we playing 20 questions?
I just want to know the purpose of all of this. Am I just having a really bad dream? Am I supposed to learn a lesson? Will I magically wake up? What's the formula?
I don't know the answer to that.
Well, I need to know. I need to know if there is an end to all of this or if it just loops for eternity, because I don't know if I can live with that.
Tell me about it.
It feels like a test. I'm starting to question my sanity. Like, what's real? What's not real? What's a memory? Who's a human? Who's a doll?
Figurine?
What are we doing here?
Getting you home.
Well, so far you've done a lousy job.
Sometimes I think you forget that I don't have feelings. I appreciate you trying to hurt them, though. It gives me a true human experience.
Crumpled up papers continue to fall from the ceiling.
What is this?
Dramatic flair.
Alair bends over and picks up a piece. She opens and examines it.
It's paper with nothing on it. Once again, is it real or is it going to turn into a bird and fly away?
Let me see that.
Reality snatches the paper out of her hands.
What are you talking about? There's a whole poem written on it.
No, it's blank. It's a blank piece of paper. Please don't start gaslighting me.
You don't see that?
I see a blank piece of paper.
Okay, well, whatever you do, don't tell her that.
Who?
We hear harpsichord concertos by Johann Sebastian Bach. The papers begin falling faster. Inspiration enters. Following her are two ensemble members as ladies in waiting to Inspiration. They wear cream gowns with cursive scripture on the fabric. Inspiration wears a silk Baroque-style suit jacket with a puff collar over an elaborate skirt, a la Beethoven meets Marie Antoinette, in bright, uplifting colors: hot pink, canary yellow, cobalt blue. Atop her head is a tall powdered wig. Stuffed inside the wig are numerous gigantic feathery quill pens. She holds one of the pens and a gigantic scroll that is so long the end never appears on stage, and instead continues off stage into infinity. She stops abruptly when she notices Alair and Reality. The crumpled papers stop falling immediately.
Good day.
Time is irrelevant here.
Reality throws her a look.
What she meant to say was,
Well, what does one mean to say? I mean, do we ever say what we mean?
Oh, please don't tell me she speaks in riddles.
Fascinating word. What is a riddle? Oh, let's write it down.
She waits for them to speak.
Well, don't stop.
But we're not doing anything.
Suddenly, we see a giant light bulb machine turn on with a flash. The bulb begins wildly bright. As it fizzes and pops, Inspiration becomes frantic.
Keep talking. Say more. Do something.
Inspiration is writing furiously. We hear the mechanism underneath the giant light bulb. It sounds like a typewriter.
A riddle, you see, comes in many different shades. Holographic hues of green and gold, orange and teal, more stunning than the colors of a mere rainbow. That's what a riddle is.
A long sheet of paper begins to feed out the bottom of the printer. When the light bulb turns off, Inspiration stops writing. Ensemble members run over to the printer. They retrieve the paper and deliver it to Inspiration. She holds it up triumphantly.
Can we go now?
going anywhere.
She's a little frightening.
Inspiration crumples up the paper angrily. She throws it.
Merde.
Was it not to your liking?
If ever to my liking. This is the bane of my existence.
It's just paper.
What did you say?
What she means to say is,
I can speak for myself, thank you.
You may speak.
These are just blank pieces of paper.
Alair begins picking up the paper from off the ground. She opens one. She holds it out for all to see.
I'm not seeing anything on these pages.
Give me that.
The ensemble descends, grabs the paper from Alair, and quickly delivers it to Inspiration.
She's right.
She is.
There is nothing on these pages.
Inspiration throws herself to the ground and weeps dramatically.
Oh, fantastic. See what you've done now?
What? I'm just telling the truth. Remember? Your favorite thing to do?
At that, Inspiration wails even louder. Reality attempts to pat her on the back awkwardly.
There. Don't listen to her. She's not very smart.
Hey!
The light bulb pops with a flash, and the ensemble help Inspiration to her feet. She rushes to her scroll and pen, beginning to scribble furiously.
Her wit was never her strength, you see. Someone had taught her early on to use a fist to fight her battles, not her words. Well, that was good, don't you think?
The light bulb turns off, and she runs over to the printer ravenously.
This has to be it. My masterpiece to appease the gods. My piece de resistance.
She yanks the paper. She wails, crumpling it up and tossing it. She dramatically falls to the ground and lets out a wretched cry.
Is there perhaps a way that we could help?
Inspiration stops crying. She remains on the floor in front of the light bulb printer.
Would you punch it to pieces for me?
The light?
What does it do exactly?
I hear you.
Inspiration crawls over to Alair, using her body to pull herself up to eye level.
In fact, being held hostage.
By them?
No.
By the light bulb?
Every time the light turns on, I have to write. It's like this electric spark. It just supercharges through me. Away from my feet to my hands, to the pen, to the page. Soliloquies, poems, novels, short stories, fiction, nonfiction, fan fiction.
Oh, yuck.
Oh, I know. And it happens all day long. You have to save me from this infinite torture.
What if you just don't write? When it turns on, what would happen?
Inspiration stares at her.
You've never tried to not write.
No, I guess I haven't.
That seems to be the easiest solution.
But I can't.
But you haven't tried.
I don't know how to try.
Well, let's just wait for it to happen again. When it does, don't do anything.
You really think this is a good idea?
What do you really have to lose? You live in a place with no windows, no walls, no ceilings, no concept of time. This is basically purgatory. If you not writing results in infinite doom, what are you really leaving behind?
The scrim lights up with another black and white home movie of Alair as a child. She is drawing and humming. She completes a stick figure drawing of Mother and herself. She labels it Mother and Alair. She begins to draw the stick legs, torso, and arms of another figure. But when she gets to the face, she scribbles it in black. Deep marks. The marks turn into the spider. The spider crawls off the page and up over the scrim. It scurries off into the dark. The image disappears, and the light bulb flashes. Inspiration instinctually runs back over to the machine.
I need my scroll. Where's my quill? Faster.
Wait. I thought you were going to try and fight it.
Oh, my dear.
She holds out her hands to Alair and pulls her close. Ensemble scrambles to get her scroll and quill.
I so desperately enjoy it. It feeds my soul to write, to vibrate with creative energy. Oh, it is such bliss. When the light is on and the pen is flowing, everything writes itself. It sings onto the page. You see, It's the downfall afterwards, and the loss of that moment, that unbearable silence between the pages. One helps to the dark, darling, not the light. Light brings joy. That is what brings me peace. I have to write that down. Where's my pen?
Ensemble hands her the pen and the scroll. Inspiration begins to write. This time, when the light bulb pops, it is followed by a blackout. At Rise, we see Dreamer walking the bicycle, flowers still in the basket. Love is far behind.
Haven't we already been here before?
Have we?
I think so.
The ensemble enters, carrying the oak chest. Dreamer freezes.
What? What is it?
It's...
What? We've come this far. We are going to find her. Don't give up hope.
That's not it.
They're harmless. They wouldn't hurt a fly.
Not it.
We'll just wait for them to go by, then the path is ours. Easy peasy.
That's not it.
Could you maybe tell me what it is then? You look like you've seen a ghost.
When they get close enough, Dreamer jumps in front of them.
Stop!
Excuse me, sorry, but we're just a little...
Where are you taking this?
The ensemble is silent.
Answer me!
Let me try. We're a little lost. Have you seen a girl? And a woman in a gray suit with a rather unfortunate attitude problem?
Just tell me where you're taking it.
I don't think they're going to answer us.
The ensemble continues on.
Wait! Hold on! Where do you think you're going? Get back here! I'm not done talking to you yet!
Dreamer begins to follow them. Love reaches out for Dreamer's arm. Dreamer turns quickly and slaps Love across the face.
Oh, don't touch me!
The ensemble exits with the oak chest. Love takes a moment to recover. She touches her face and begins to cry.
Oh, please don't.
I think you hit me.
I did do that. I can get very... It all happens in a flash, like I'm not controlling anything. I didn't even know I was capable of that.
Are these crying tears? Is that why my face is wet?
I don't know what to say.
I think they say, I'm sorry.
What does that mean?
I think they say it when they feel angry or sad about something. I think it's a way to make the feelings go away.
If I say that, I can make feelings go away?
I think so.
But what does it mean?
I'm sorry. I think I'm sorry means you want to hug someone, but you don't. That you're listening, that you understand, like comfort. Maybe it means you can't take away the pain, but you can try and mend it. It's like a word band-aid, I suppose.
Have you ever tried it?
Why, no, actually, now that I think about it, I haven't.
Do you still maybe need me to say, I'm sorry, just in case?
Why don't you try it?
I'm sorry.
They wait. They look up, down, around, wondering if anything will change.
Is anything different?
No. How about you?
Just the same as it's ever been.
I suppose we're incapable of feelings.
Then what was it you were feeling when you saw them carrying that chest?
I don't know what that was. It's as if in that moment, someone is taking a knife into my stomach and twisting. At the same time, there's this rock in the deep part of my throat that makes it hard to swallow. It's getting worse and worse. What is that?
Maybe it's a love feeling?
It can't be. I've heard that love is warm, filled with butterflies and flowers and bubbles. That's love, right?
I'm not exactly an expert, but that sounds accurate to me.
But that's never happened before. I've never felt that before. Until Alair got here.
Well, I don't think we're supposed to have feelings. I was just crying. Does this mean we're evolving?
Dreamer walks back over to her bike.
I hope not.
Why not? I think it would be fun to have feelings.
No, it won't.
What do you think comes next, after feelings?
Will you please stop talking? Can we get on with our mission?
I think you just hurt my feelings.
We don't have feelings. That's not how we were made. She gives us feelings. We just play pretend.
No, really, here.
Love rushes over to Dreamer. She grabs her hand and puts it to her chest.
Feel.
Dreamer is frightened. She retreats her hand.
I think that's a heartbeat.
Love reaches out to feel Dreamer's heartbeat, but she bats her hand away.
Do you have one too?
Who cares?
Mine is beating so fast.
Love spins around with joy.
Come on, try it. See if you have one too.
Dreamer reluctantly holds her hand to her chest. She feels the heartbeat and swiftly pulls her hand away in fear.
You have one too. We're getting feelings.
I don't understand. What does this mean?
I don't know, but it's so exciting. Oh my goodness. I feel excited.
She keeps checking her heartbeat.
Excited heartbeats move so fast. Oh, I wonder if we can taste things now too. I've always wanted to taste chocolate. Let's go find some chocolate.
No, we have to find Alair.
Yes, of course. Maybe on the way there will be some chocolate?
I don't know. Maybe. Let's move on. The longer we waste sitting here feeling, the bigger the distance we have to cover.
I can't wait to tell Alair.
No! Let's just keep it a secret for a while.
I'll try, but I want to tell her everything. Don't you think she'll be happy for us?
You don't get it.
I don't?
If we start feeling on our own, she doesn't need us anymore.
Well, she'll always need us.
No, she won't. Do you know why she's here?
I guess I don't. I didn't think about that.
Of course you didn't. Because in your world, it's just hugs and kisses, skipping rocks, snuggling in front of the fire.
Oh, those all sound like such fun things.
Everything we do, it's her. She's the driving force.
I don't understand.
If we can do those things, feel those things ourselves, we don't need her. And she doesn't need us. And without her, we don't exist.
And then we just disappear?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Are you scared she won't need us? When she gets out, that she'll forget about us? What's your favorite thing?
This doesn't feel relevant.
Your perfect day. What does it include? Just one thing.
I don't know.
Think, go on, something. The first thing that pops into your head.
I guess quiet?
The sound of quiet?
Yes. When your soul is quiet, like the color of dusk on a summer night. The sound of cicadas right as the sky starts to bleed in pink and orange.
The stage begins to glow with the colors of a sunset, pink and orange gradually enveloping the stage. We hear cicadas. We see a video on the scrim, aerial view in slow motion. A little girl in the grass with a doll, looking up at the stars. It spins and spins.
When you're still outside, lying in the grass, cold, prickly, wet on your back. When your cheeks are burning from a long day in the sun, and the horizon is barely visible, but when you focus really hard, you see the spark of a star. And then another. And another. Like popcorn made out of diamonds.
The stage explodes with stars. Like a disco ball, the lights twinkle and reflect off of Dreamer and Love.
Sometimes we make wishes, knowing they won't come true. But we wish anyway. Sometimes we look for constellations. Sometimes we count them one by one. Sometimes we pretend that one will turn into our fairy godmother, that she'll float down a glowing white orb and land beside us with her magic wand. that she'll give us a golden carriage, the beautiful dress, the ruby slippers, glass slippers, gold slippers, that she will take us away, that we'll discover a new kingdom full of new stars and new adventures, a new life. That's what we wish for. That kind of quiet.
Love reaches out and holds Dreamer's hand.
That's love. Everyone needs love.
Dreamer and Love continue to look up at the stars until blackout. At Rise, reality is smoking. Alair is pacing. The light bulb is on and inspiration is writing furiously.
So it could be said that a riddle is both a joke and a play on words and a test of one's wit. What then is a joke, one might ask?
Nobody's asking that.
Can you please remind me again why we are here?
Because
Really? That's your answer? You know, the others were a lot more helpful. Where did they go?
you trust me.
I've had some time to think about that, and no, I do not.
Well, you really should. I'm going to get you out of here with the help of Frazzle Farts over there.
She's lost her mind. How is she going to give us direction? She doesn't even know her left from right.
Her machine over there, it's more than just an inspiration factory. It's like the brain of this place.
This place has a brain?
It's like the information hub. Everything you collected inside that little noggin of yours lives right in there, and more. It holds all the secrets to the universe, things you don't know about yet, things you've yet to learn, things she doesn't even know about yet.
The whole universe?
Well, this, our universe, your universe.
And what's her purpose?
She's the keeper of it all. She takes all the memories, writes them down, then they live here forever. She's on a constant knowledge quest. That's why she's so damn nosy.
And what are you hoping she'll help us with?
She can tell us what happened the night your mother disappeared.
I know what happened. She didn't disappear.
Maybe you just remember what you want.
No, I know what happened because I was there. You weren't there.
I know, maybe she has some more information.
What are you two gabbing about now?
Do you know where my mother is?
Alair, it doesn't work like that. You can't just ask. It has to.
No. All my life, I just sat around waiting for answers, people hiding secrets from me, not telling me the truth. I want answers. I want them now.
Alair walks over to the machine.
Tell me where she went.
The light bulb pops on.
Fetch my quills. I need my quills.
The ensemble exit to fetch more quills. The stage goes dark with a loud thud. The light bulb pops as if exploding and burns out. Inspiration screams. We hear loud footsteps, banging, doors slamming shut, and then a light from a door creaking open. The light glows onto the stage.
Get down.
Reality falls to the floor, dragging Alair with her. After a moment, the door shuts and the footsteps walk away. They are in darkness.
Hello?
The light bulb glows dim, barely visible.
All right. Someone start talking.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
What was that?
You know, I'm getting tired of your endless questions. I can't keep up.
Of course, I'm asking all the questions. 1 minute I'm reading bedtime stories and then I end up here. I didn't ask to come here. I didn't buy a one-way ticket to this. I didn't ask to be here. I certainly didn't ask for my mother to disappear.
The light bulb machine starts to feed out paper. They stand, shocked, a beat. Alair runs over to the printer and rips the paper from the machine. The light bulb flickers and sparks. It burns out completely.
What did you do?
Looks like she broke it.
It was fine just a minute ago. Oh no, no.
What does it say?
It looks like directions
Let me see it.
Directions?
to my house.
We see an aerial view from the clouds on the scrim. We soar through the sky, gliding through trees, cities, and towns until we see Alair's house. The house is a cardboard cutout. On the front is a projection of a garden in summer, with red flowers outside and a picket fence. The scrim rises to reveal the house, birds chirping, a beautiful summer day.
I recognize this. Mommy, this is my house.
Wait, it might be another trick. How do you know this is the house?
The red snapdragons, the flowers my mother planted, my initials I carved right there on this part of the fence, the overgrown grass, the pet dish outside to feed the stray cats. This is my house.
He's right. I can feel it.
Well, let's go in.
Well, let's not be too hasty.
We've got nothing to lose. What are you so scared of?
Maybe it was just meant to look at. A pretty picture, a nice memory. Oh, what a nice memory it is. Okay, we can go now.
This is the last thing I'd say about this place. You think it's just that? A mirage? It's got to have stuff inside. Maybe she is in there.
Maybe we should rethink this.
Who invited you?
Without me, none of you would be here. Plus, I know the secrets to the universe, which makes me confidently qualified to say, let's not go in there.
I say we do go in.
Clearly, I'm the more reasonable and rash one of the two of us.
In what way have you proved this?
I am an extremely influential writer.
That has really. Name one thing of yours I've read.
Well, it's not my fault that your hobbies don't consist of acquiring enlightenment through literature.
Your big words don't intimidate me.
Oh, like enlightenment?
I know what they all mean, but you don't have to mush them all into a sentence to try to prove a point.
Okay, let me dumb it down for you.
Both of you stop it. I'm trying to think.
At least there are two of us here that actually use our brains.
Having one and using one don't always coincide.
Fear enters. She holds candles. When she reaches the house, the projection changes to show the interior of the house. The ensemble scurries onto the stage with furniture. They pose around the house, crouched, limbs long. They move in tandem throughout the scene, jarring, exaggerated movements.
Come hither, hither, pretty fly, with the pearl and silver wing. Your ropes are green and purple. There's a crest upon your head. Your eyes are like the diamond bright.
But mine are dull as lead.
What is that? What are you saying? Is that Shakespeare?
It's a poem. My mother used to read it to me.
Oh, I love poems, but I don't know that one.
Alas, alas, how very soon this silly little fly, hearing these wily, flattering words, came slowly flitting by.
Perhaps we should venture somewhere else. I've heard Paris is wonderful this time of year.
Oh, she's here.
Who?
Dreamer bursts onto the stage.
Alair, oh my goodness, we found you.
Love follows, dejected and exhausted. She drops to the ground.
You're all right. I thought I'd never see you again.
Oh, look at that. You found us.
How dare you leave us behind?
You were beginning to feel like dead weight. I seized an opportunity.
Alair, is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Alair walks over to Love and helps her to her feet.
Oh, Alair, we have such exciting things to share with you.
You should probably sit down. You look very blush.
Do I? Oh, you're so thoughtful. I feel so wispy. I do think maybe I should have a lie down.
Alair brings her to an armchair and helps her into it. The ensemble scampers out of the way, eyes focused on Alair.
Do you know how long it took us to go in this circle to find you all? It felt like an eternity.
Excuse me, just a second. Who are you?
Who are you?
I did ask first. I did, didn't I?
I can't do this right now.
Alair touches the projections on the walls, reliving memories. The ensemble slowly creep towards her.
1 minute, we are all together, working with each other. We all have a common goal, and then the next.
Does anyone have any chocolate? We have feelings now, and I want to see if they work.
What is she talking about?
I don't know.
What is this? Feelings? What does she mean?
We have heartbeats and feelings now, like real humans.
We are not real humans. Is she insane? What do you both really get up to on your journey?
She thinks we have feelings because I hit her.
You hit her?
Oh, well, not hard. It was a mild misunderstanding. She's quite weak. It didn't hurt at all.
It was an impulse.
Oh, we have impulses too now.
What is an impulse?
The girl.
They all turn abruptly to face Fear. She is stoic.
Me?
What did I tell you?
As Fear speaks, the ensemble moves in tandem. They twist and react with every word. They also whisper repetitions of her words at different intervals, a disjointed, nightmarish chorus.
You don't listen. You're stupid. You never listen. Stupid girl.
Excuse me.
Shut up.
Who are you?
The ensemble begin to surround Alair.
It's all your fault. You're the reason. I couldn't stand to look at her anymore. When I saw her disgusting face. And you, worthless, ignorant, selfish, bitch.
Hey now.
You led her right into the trap. You were the bait. You're the reason she's gone.
Ensemble begin to recite the Spider and the Fly poem. They begin quiet and grow louder throughout the scene.
No, I'm not.
Alair?
Alair, Alair, wake up. Put your stuff in this bag. It's time.
Alair, wake up. It's time.
A loud, echoing boom is heard. A light flashes like lightning. We hear the dangerous creaking, banging sounds from Act 1 throughout the scene. The ensemble continue to recite the poem in a whisper.
Hurry, Alair.
Alair, hurry now.
Follow me. Close.
The lights go to black. Fear remains still, candles in her palms glowing bright. Fear joins the ensemble in the poem recitation.
Whatever you do, don't let go of my hand. Hold it tight. Promise?
Mother!
Where did she go?
Alair?
Alair, don't move.
Fear blows out the candles in her hands. The stage goes dark. We hear the creaking of the opening door. The slice of light pours onto the stage. The faint humming buzz of a fly is heard. The ensemble are silent.
With buzzing wings she held aloft, the near and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes, in green and purple hue, thinking only of her crescent head. Poor little foolish thing.
The sounds of foolish in a whisper are heard echoing around the stage. We hear the footsteps, and the house folds in half to reveal the glass box with Mother inside. The sound stops. Alair is in the box behind her at the top of the iron wrought stairs.
Alair! Alair!
Poor foolish thing.
What is she doing in there?
Where is the door? We have to get her out of there.
You need to stay calm.
No, it's bad. I know it's bad.
That.
It's her mother.
Mother.
Come hither, hither, pretty fly.
Inspiration, reality, dreamer, and love gather around the box.
The stairs.
We hear the thump of danger. The ensemble, completely in black, climbing all over the box. Mother crouches down and puts her face in her hands and begins to cry. We cannot hear her. Alair is taking steps behind her, cautiously. She hugs her teddy bear and wears her red backpack. On the scrim, we see a slow-motion black and white video of the back of a little girl walking up the stairs and into the light of an open door. Suddenly, an ensemble figure appears in silhouette and stands at the top of the stairs in the doorway. With a flash of strobe lights, the box explodes with bolts of chaotic light. The ensemble begin punching and scratching at the outside. We see snapshots of Alair and Mother in the strobes, screaming, but we cannot hear them. Inspiration, love, dreamer, and reality all claw at the front of the box, shouting, trying to work together to get Alair out of the box. It is impenetrable. The strobes begin to slow down, and the dark moments between the light begins to increase. Alair crawls towards Mother, who is a heap on the floor.
Poor, foolish little thing. At last up jumped the cunning spider, and fiercely held her fast. He dragged her up his winding stair, into his dismal den, within his little parlor, but she ne'er came out again.
The ensemble figure at the top of the stairs closes the door, and the video of the little girl disappears. As Alair gets closer to Mother, the light flashes slowly, like a lantern in a lighthouse, swinging round and round. The ensemble begins to retreat from the box and crawls off stage. Reality, dreamer, love, and inspiration surround the front of the box, watching. During one of the slower blackouts, the light appears again to reveal that Mother is gone. All that is left behind is her suitcase. Alair begins to cry, touching where Mother once was. Dreamer puts her hands on the glass. The ensemble enter with the oak chest, dressed in black veils, holding umbrellas. They proceed downstage center. We hear the beginning of a thunderstorm with lightning that lights up the scrim.
Look.
What is it?
The lights on the glass box go out on Alair. A small light above the chest begins to glow. The ensemble place the box down and form a straight line behind it. One by one, they begin to light white candles.
I've seen that before.
Fear approaches the box and kneels before it. The ensemble begin to hum low.
And now, dear little children, who may this story read, to idle, silly, flattering words, I pray you ne'er give heed. And to an evil counselor, close heart and ear and eye, and take a lesson from this tale of the spider and the...
Mother?
Dreamer sees the chest. She walks slowly towards the box. There are tears on her face.
Are you crying?
Dreamer touches her face.
She's gone?
Alair appears. She is holding Mother's suitcase and the teddy bear.
We planned it for months. Years, maybe. 2 one-way tickets for the train that passed down the road. Our big secret. Every night there were fights. He'd always find an excuse to talk her into an argument. It always ended with a bruise or a cut, hours of makeup in the morning. She always took the brunt of it. She was the soft rose protecting the thorns. He threw her right from the top, and she fell all the way to the bottom, and I didn't save her. I let her die.
You didn't.
There was nothing you could have done.
There was. I was small, but I could have hurt him. I could have choked him or hit him or bit him. All the things he used to do, I could have used all that wickedness against him, turned on him. I could have screamed as loud as a train whistle to make his ears bleed. I could have done something, but I hid, scared, like a scared little girl.
You were a little girl. You would have been no better than him if you had done those things.
I just sat there in the bathroom, hiding in the shower with the door locked, like a coward. I felt him throw her against the door. I heard him scream, and instead of doing something, I just put my hands over my ears to drown it all out. I didn't do something. I did nothing.
This was not your fault.
That's what she used to say. Maybe what he did was not my fault, but it was my fault that I didn't stop it, or I didn't wake up fast enough, or I didn't get to the stairs fast enough. We didn't get out of the house fast enough. I wasn't fast enough. We were supposed to catch that train. We had a whole plan. Leave, get out of town, travel to the other side of the country, the world, find an apartment, live our lives, start a new life. But she never got to leave that house. She's trapped there forever, and I can't let that go.
Alair walks up to the chest. She looks down at it. Dreamer stands beside her.
And after he realized what he'd done, he just left me there with her, just broken at the bottom. I felt like she was in a million pieces, and I couldn't put them all back together. I tried to put them all back together to make it better, but my small, stupid little hands just couldn't do anything. I just screamed and screamed until I didn't have anything left. And then I just cried out with nothingness. The neighbors, they heard me and they found me there, just blood everywhere. And they called the police. They called. I didn't catch her. I didn't help her. I just couldn't. He said she fell. It was an accident. She was just trying to go somewhere in a hurry and she lost her footing at the top of the stairs and she slipped and broke her neck. And I had to live with that. I had to live with everything I didn't do. I had to live with him for weeks. I kept her suitcase in my closet, hiding, waiting to be free, hoping I could catch the next train or the next train. But the only train that ever came was him.
The scrim lights up again with the shadow figure at the top of the stairs. The door creaks open.
You walked right into the trap.
No, it wasn't my fault. You did this to her. You!
The shadow figure starts to warp into a spider hanging from a thread. It grows bigger and bigger, filling the doorframe until the doorframe begins to widen with its growth. It begins to weave a shadow web that fills the scrim. Alair pulls a candle out of one of the hands of the ensemble. She walks towards it.
The spider turned him round about and went into his den, for well he knew the silly fly would soon come back again. So he wove a subtle web in a little corner sly, and set his table ready to dine upon the fly.
Ensemble repeat this portion of the poem, reciting it repeatedly until the end of the scene.
Will you walk into my
don't
parlor,
scare
said
me,
the spider to the fly.
and I'm not afraid of
'Tis
you.
the prettiest little parlor that
I
ever
hate
you did
you.
spy.
I
The
hate
way
what
into
you've
my
done.
parlor is
I
up a
hate how
winding
you
stair,
make
and
me
I have
feel.
many pretty
I
things
hate that
to
I never
show
told
when you are
how
there.
much I hate you. I hate that you took her from me. You are a monster. You're not my monster anymore.
Alair lights the web on fire with the candle. We watch as it tears through the web, the spider frantically trying to avoid the path of the flames. Fear moves along with the spider, twitching and writhing. The ensemble repeat the sentences as an echo. The thunder and lightning intensifies.
"Hey, creature," said the spider, "you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings, how brilliant are your eyes. I thank you, gentle sir," she said, "for what you please to say, and bidding you good morning now I'll call my day."
Eventually, the spider succumbs, and we hear a high-pitched, wretched sound. Fear collapses to the ground. Ensemble rush to her, lifting her above their heads, holding her high. She twists and turns in their arms. The breaking sounds heighten. The creaking door, breaking glass, the sound of the flames overtaking the stage. It begins to rain. The flames diminishing, leaving smoke in its wake, heavy on the stage. The ensemble suck Fear into the middle of their embrace. They create a formation behind her. For a moment, a spider with growing legs. Alair screams, running towards them with all her might. She breaks into them. Through the smoke, they grab her like a web and hold her as she thrashes.
"Foolish thing, foolish thing, foolish!"
I hate you!
Alair escapes the embrace and dives onto Fear. The ensemble scramble off stage into the smoke. Alair begins to hit her over and over again. Reality runs to her.
Alair, stop it, Alair!
You.
Reality pulls Alair off Fear. Fear is crumpled in a ball, trying to protect herself. The smoke diminishes to reveal a frightened Fear.
It's not him. It was a trick. I'm telling you. Look at me. Real or not real. This is not real. He's gone.
Oh my god. What have I done? I didn't know I was capable of that. I don't know what came over me.
You were just scared. It was an impulse. That is not who you are. Look at me. You are safe.
Please forgive me.
"Please forgive me."
Fear points to light rising on a modest tombstone. The ensemble by the oak chest begin to hum low. Thunder and lightning continues.
Our funeral. Please don't make me do this.
"Forgive."
Dreamer approaches Alair with the flowers from her basket. She reaches out to hold Alair's hand.
The flowers.
They were for her. You can do this. I'll be with you.
They walk towards the tombstone, together, holding hands.
I didn't go to her funeral. I couldn't bear it. I thought everyone was mad at me. I thought everything was my fault. I'd never even been to here. I've just avoided it for all these years.
Alair kneels before the tombstone. She places the flowers on top of it.
I'm so sorry I couldn't save you.
We hear the faint sound of a train whistle. It subsides. The sun begins to glow. The train gets louder as it grows closer.
Alair, the train.
Train.
There is no train. It's not a real train.
But if it is real,
And you can finally leave.
All of this, you can be free.
I can't.
just try.
Wait,
Fear points to the suitcase on the ground. It pops open.
What is that?
Alair walks over to the suitcase. She holds up a set of keys.
The oak chest.
Alair takes the keys to the oak chest. She unlocks it, pulling out 2 tickets.
Train tickets.
Your way out.
Alair is hesitant.
Promise.
forgive?
Forgive.
The train whistle sounds. The ensemble close the lid of the chest, pick it up, and exit.
Time for home.
Everything is happening so fast. What if I can't? I mean, I don't want to leave you all.
Oh, my darling girl. We're not going anywhere. We will always be with you.
She reaches out to touch Alair's heart.
We are in here.
She touches her own heart.
You are in here. We are always with you.
Love holds Alair's hands and presses her forehead to hers.
Listen, you've still got memories to make. Learn those secrets of the universe. Write a novel, buy a house, travel the world, give Bird Brain something to write about for years to come. You don't want her to be out of a job, do you? And you can't do any of that unless you get out of here. So I hate to be harsh, but for the sake of our universe, you gotta go. Don't take it personal, kid.
Inspiration approaches with a scroll. She hands it over to Alair.
Before you go, a riddle for yours truly.
I hurt most when lost, but also when not had at all. I'm sometimes the hardest to express, but the easiest to ignore. I can be given to many or just one. What am I?
Love.
Inspiration smiles warmly. She bows.
Adieu to you, my new inspiration. May you live on in our hearts and mind for eternity.
I guess this is actually goodbye then. Thank you all. I wouldn't be here without you.
Moment you've been waiting for. You made it.
Hold up.
We have to say goodbye sometime, you know?
Just one more thing to say. It's important.
Dreamer runs over to her. She hugs her.
I'm sorry.
Alair pulls away. She smiles. She hands Dreamer the teddy bear.
Your participation trophy. To remember me.
It won't be the same without you.
No, I won't be the same without you.
Alair walks towards the train. We hear the roar of the tracks. We see a video on the scrim of a toy train being rolled into the station by the hand of a little girl. She is making train noises like choo-choo and chugga-chugga. She rolls the train to a stop and yells, "All aboard!" Alair turns back to inspiration, reality, dreamer, and love. She waves.
Goodbye.
The lights go down on dreamer, reality, inspiration, love, and fear.
Goodbye.
She walks towards the train, the little girl continuing to make the train noises. The whistle sounds. Alair takes a turn towards the front of the train and exits. The little girl makes an announcement. "All right, passengers, it's time to get on out of here. We're off on a one-way trip to the kingdom of stars, followed by chugga chugga and choo choo sounds. When the train is slowly moved out of the way by the hand of the little girl, we see a side-by-side pile of dolls, each representing reality, dreamer, inspiration, fear, and love. We hear the little girl laughing. It echoes, sending a reverberation of happiness. The picture slowly fades to blackout. End of play.